So I wanted to make this video because I have been seeing a lot of people lately that I haven't seen for a long time. And they have all been asking me the same general question of, so, how was your trip? And there's always kind of this moment of silence. And then I say, great, or it was amazing, or it was so cool, it was so great. I always say like one or two adjectives. But I want to tell you that that does not sum it up at all. It was frustrating. It was horrifying. It was eye-opening. It was insane. It was the most transformative experience of my entire life. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately, mainly because I was there a year ago. And I have been missing it a lot. And when you're there and you're getting dragged down dirt ravines by dogs, and when there are kids that you're having trouble teaching, and when there seems to be far too many things to do, and you're so frustrated and you're so tired and you want to go home, when you get home, all you want to do is be back again. Because when you're home, you realize all the reasons that you went there in the first place. And you want to do it again. I want to do it again. I wish I was back. And I feel like I should have been telling people this for a very long time. I should have been encouraging people ever since I got back. If there is even a piece of you that thinks that you want to go volunteer somewhere, you should. But I think, honestly, I needed a year to digest it before I could tell this to people, because it's a huge thing to do, honestly. It's a huge thing, especially if you're in the same situation as I was, where it was the first time I had ever left the country. It was the first time I had ever taken a trip by myself, and I did it for 2.5 months. And maybe in retrospect that was a little excessive, but even if you do it for a week, even if you do it for 1 month, whatever you decide to do, as long as you decide to do something, it will change your life. It will. There isn't a day that goes by where I don't think to myself, well, this could be like this, but it's not. And I have food, and I have a house, and I am fine. Whatever happens, I am fine. There are some people who do not get to think that. There are some people who don't have that. And when you go and experience something that makes you see that, your gratitude for your life, your every way that you communicate changes, because everything gets happier. It really does. It's a hard thing to do, because some things that you will see when you volunteer, no matter where you decide to volunteer, if you decide to volunteer, are things that you don't want to see. There are some things that you don't want to know exist, and they're hard to get out of your mind once you see them. But if you're strong enough to do it, and there's even a piece of you that thinks that you want to do it or try to do it, 100,000% look into it. International Volunteer HQ, IVHQ.com. You can find them. volunteerhq.org. I'm sorry, volunteerhq.org. You can look them up on Google. They have opportunities all over the place, and no matter what placement you decide, no matter what country you decide, you will not regret it. There will be something for you no matter what you decide to go into. Just know that if you're looking for a place to party, if you're looking for a place to meet people and to go out and to have fun, you can do that, but that's not your sole focus. And so if that's what you're looking to do, then don't do it. You won't be able to put yourself into it. Go on spring break and go to Cabo and all that stuff. But if you want to test yourself, if you want to change, if you want to evolve, if you want to see a piece of yourself that you didn't know existed, then by all means look into it. Even if you don't go with IVHQ, even if you don't go with them, go with somebody. Go with something. Although I would have to say that International Volunteer HQ is definitely the best way to go. I looked into it for a very, very, very long time, and they by far were the best cost effective, especially for the quality of my trip. And I understand that it's hard. Money is difficult. It's very, very difficult. But I spent 2.5 months in a third world country. My flight, my accommodation, my food, my tourist attractions, everything. I went and climbed a volcano, and I went and climbed up a waterfall in the dark with a rope in some caves, and everything ended up at about $5,000, which for a life-changing experience like that is 100% worth it if you are willing to work hard enough to come up with that money to do it. I know that this is very long, and I'm sorry, but there is just no way to condense how amazing it is. There's not even words. I can't tell you how great it was, and I wish I would have seen that while I was there, but I see it now. And I want to encourage you to look into it. If it's something that I've ever interested you in, if someone else has made you even think about it, look into it, because it's very possible, and it's very, very, very important, and it's very, very much worth it. If you ever have any questions or anything at all, if you ever want to know about anything, I am 1000% open to questions, and I will do whatever I can to help you, because I want everyone to do this at least once. So yeah, anytime, whatever, message me, find me on Twitter and Instagram and all that jazz, and I will be around. I just want to say thank you for watching this. If you watched through this entire thing, I know, again, I'm sorry it's so long, but if you did decide to do this, it's not something you'll ever regret. And every day I miss Casa Shakina. I miss it so bad. And there's not a thing I wouldn't do to be there right now. So, if that sounds like something that you would want to do, then by all means, look into it.